and welcome to day 3 of the second test match between India and the West Indies. There's a lot of enthusiasm among West Indies supporters this morning. There's a lot of hope and a lot of expectation. As replying to India 438 all out, the West Indies closed day 2 at 86 for 1. And there's great enthusiasm, great expectation, and the hope. The hope is that West Indies will bat out the entire day and get close to that 438 made by India. We expect that if we should bat out this day, we will score somewhere around 200 and 220 more runs. And so we'll be some. Don't tell me that as soon as I start, there's an internet issue. What's going on? As soon as I start, there's an internet issue. What's wrong with this connectivity? What's the hell wrong with this connectivity? And as I was saying, the hope is that we will bat out the entire day. And judging on our scoring rate, we will score somewhere around 220 runs. And that will get us about 300 runs. So we should be at the close of play somewhere, hopefully, about 300 for 3 or 300 for 4. We do not want to lose more than a wicket per session. This India team is not as good as people are making it out to be. Just look at the West Indies performance yesterday morning. Very lethargic in the field, very lackadaisical, but we got their last 6 wickets for 150 runs. It's either this pitch is not as good as we're making it out to be, or the India batting is not as good as one wants to believe. Because certainly, 438 runs, if they were so powerful, they would have scored more. But the West Indies stuck to their task. I wasn't here when Brathwaite was very lethargic at mid-on and they were running a single to him. And they tried it. After Kohli passed his century, he tried it to Joseph. He stuttered just briefly and he was dead. Direct hit from Joseph. It shows in the field how it makes a difference. Intensity. And we weren't getting that from West Indies yesterday. Except in that instance where Joseph initiate that run out and he lift the team. Well done to Alzarri Joseph. Hello everyone and welcome to the show as you join me for today watch along for the first session on the third day's play. Hoping that West Indies will do much better. Please slash a like on the video and click on that subscribe button. And remember, our official partner, One Win Sports. This morning, I want to congratulate Ken Roach. Ken Roach have taken his 400 international wicket. So Ken Roach have now taken over 400 international wicket across format. And this morning, I just would like to say congratulations to Ken Roach for achieving that target of 400 international wicket. Long may his success continue. I for one believe that he has run his course, and I think that this should be probably his last series for the West Indies. But I am not his manager, and I am not Ken Roach. But congratulations, Ken Roach, on making and taking 400 wickets. Now, I look at the West Indies batting, and I look at Mackenzie, how he was playing yesterday. And I look at Mackenzie, and I look at Jarsal, and I look at Shubman Gill. And what's the difference between these three? What's the difference between Atanase and Jarsal? What's the difference between Shubman Gill and these two West Indies youngsters? Their techniques looks good, just the same. So what's the difference? I think it boils down to confidence and the number of matches that these youngsters play versus the number of matches our youngsters play. And maybe a number of persons have been saying it, maybe that's what we need. We need to play more matches. Now, coming up next week, Thursday, and as the match is just about 8 minutes away, I need to look at the ODI squad. So this is my ODI squad because the ODI series starts next Thursday, the 27th. The first ODI is on the 27th next Thursday. And I've gone about picking my ODI squad. So this is the squad in alphabetical order. This is the squad in alphabetical order. So judging on performances in the World Cup qualifiers, and some players that I think should be parked, they should be cut off from West Indies cricket, I have picked this squad. This is my squad for the ODI series, the 3-match ODI series against India, starting on Thursday. And another will be playing next Saturday, and the other the 1st of August. So the squad is Atanase. Everyone expects Atanase to be in that side. Hopefully, Carrier is fit, having recovered from the injury he has received. Carty, Drakes, Edmire, Hodge, Hope, Jordan, King, McKenzie, Pooran, Sinclair, and Simit. The traveling reserves will be 2 youngsters, Naeem Young, who is the captain of the academy team, and Kevin Whitcomb. Those are the 2 youngsters that I will carry as traveling reserve. So there is my ODI squad on the screen. I think this is the squad that Cricket West Indies should pick. Now that I've put out my squad, I know that they will not pick it because they do not want to say that I got it right. So maybe, even if this was the squad, the designated squad, expect that Cricket West Indies will make some changes to this squad because they do not want me to come on the show and say, yes, I got it right. That's how it will go. So this is my squad. I think that this is the best squad we can choose at this time. Maybe not this squad, maybe not necessarily is going to beat India, especially in ODI. It is highly unlikely that this squad will beat India in ODI. But this squad will get experience, and there are some fine youngsters in this squad that I want to see play. It is time that we cut off some of the old guards. Please remember our official partner. As we come to the champion, you're expecting it to be a 3-match series. You're saying that it should be a 3-match series. We should return to 5 test matches series. Over to you, Mr. Reds. You know, what this is telling me, and what the champion is saying, and what 𝚑𝚜𝚘𝚘𝚗 is saying, and what this is telling me, is that with West Indies 86 for 1, it just builds up so much enthusiasm. We get so confident, we get so happy. Mark you, and God forbid, we may still get bowled out for 150, and we hope not. As I said, I would love us to bat through the day and don't lose more than 3 wickets. That is what I would love. However, it just showed enthusiasm that we've been 86 for 1 and been able to bowl out India on a pitch that they said is good for batting for 438. That is no mean feat. Now, if we're so lethargic in the field, if we are so slow in the field, and if we are playing with such a low intensity, what if we increase that intensity? Just by increasing our intensity, we will be a better team. And how do we increase that intensity? By becoming fit, by becoming fitter. Because the reason why we are so slow in the field, and I said it before, is that because we are pacing ourselves because we want to last the day. We want to last the 2 sessions or the 3 sessions. Because if we operate at a high intensity, we cannot last the day operating at a high intensity. And that is why we are so slow in the field. That is why we are pacing ourselves in the field and not hitting them hard. Increase the fitness level, and then we will be able to maintain a high intensity in the field for a day or 2. So 𝚑𝚜𝚘𝚘𝚗, I understand the champion, but that is the issue. That is why India made 438. We started slowly on Thursday, and yesterday we lacked intensity. Sheldon Simit, how are you doing? Good morning. Tej is drowning in honey. As soon as he starts to feel the ball on the bat, he becomes careless. Yes, so Tage, now I am not happy that Tage got out for 33-35. I wanted a big innings from 𝚎𝚜𝚒𝚗𝚗𝚑. I wanted also a big innings from Brathwaite, because this is now going 4 test matches where 𝚎𝚜𝚒𝚗𝚗, 5 test matches where 𝚎𝚜𝚗𝚗 has failed to pass 50. Now, this thing has to be looked on in context, is that they did put on 7-1 for the opening partnership. And the first innings of the first match, they did put on 40. So 𝚎𝚜𝚗𝚗𝚗 needs to come good. There's no doubt about that. But when you look at the fact that they did put on 7-1 for the opening partnership, then you probably need to give him a little leeway, just a little, because cricket in the end is an individual game, and the individual needs to perform. But it was a good opening stand, and so while I'm disappointed that he got out, the opening stand was a fairly good opening stand. I would have hoped that both would have batted until the close of the day's play, but unfortunately, 𝚎𝚜𝚗𝚗𝚗 got a rush of blood. The man that they said that he has so much patience, he didn't do justice to that patience yesterday. Sherwin, good morning. How are you? Good morning. I am hoping for Mackenzie and Athanaze to score a century. That will put pressure on the selectors to give the young men a chance. Kevin Anderson, Kevin Sinclair, McKinley Clark are next. Okay, thank you for your opinion, Sherwin. I understand where you're going with that. I feel somehow I share that sentiment. I do not necessarily agree with everything you said, but I look at Mackenzie batting, and maybe he will get 1 ball this morning. But and I would like to see him a much tighter in his defense. I think he's a little airy-flairy, and I would like to see him get a little tighter in his defense, no doubt. But I look at Mackenzie batting, and I look at Athanaze batting, and I can't figure how you have Reefer batting a 3 over guys like these. They are so natural, just so natural. Why don't give them the opportunity? Like India is doing to Shubman Gill. India have told Shubman Gill that he will get all the time that he needs to cement that number 3 spots. Why can't we do the same to our cricketers? Good morning, Atina. Good morning, Atina. One of the most devoted cricket fan, West Indies cricket fan. Free Darren Michael Bravo. Okay, Sheldon, start the campaign. But Atina, look back at Sheldon Smith, brother Michael in the dog house. Okay, so this is good. As we watch, we are about to witness the first over of the day's play, and it seems to be bowling by, let's see, I do not quite see who's going to bowl that first over yet. I'm making some adjustment here. We're making some adjustment here. The bats, West Indies, 86 for 1, replying to India, 438 all out. Please slash a like on the video and click on the subscribe button, please. So Mackenzie looks to be taking first strike this morning. So Mackenzie is going to take first strike this morning. And he backs away again. I do not see who's starting the bowling. He has not yet shown it. Okay. Yunda Cat is going to start. So it's a left-arm pacer over the wicket. Ball to Mackenzie, pitched up, and he drives through mid-on. The fielder run to his left, and there is no run. The score remained at 86 without for 1. I would have loved to be saying 86 without loss, but 𝚎𝚜𝚗𝚗𝚗 plays a rash shot yesterday, and he got out. The very rash shot. It was very unfortunate that he played that rash shot at that time and got out. So Brathwaite is on 37. He's resuming on 37. Mackenzie is on 14 as Yuda Cat makes his way now. The left arm slow medium pace bowler over the wicket, ball to Mackenzie, and Mackenzie beaten outside the off stump. That one held it line. It didn't comes back in on the angle as Mackenzie was expecting. It just touched down and it just held this line. Maybe just went away from him a bit. But he pushed at it. I was hoping that he didn't push at it. I was hoping that he held his bat and don't push at it. But he went at it And so he was beaten outside the ash stump. This is what I'm saying. I would love to see Mackenzie a bit defense a bit tighter. He needed was to leave that ball alone and let it go through. It was wide enough outside the ash stump. 𝚑𝚜𝚜𝚗𝚑 make his way in. Passes the umpire just about now. Ball to Mackenzie on his pad, and he turns it to the man at short mid wicket, and there is no run. He remains on 14. Brathwaite is on 37. We are in the first over of the day's play. West Indies resuming on 86 for 1. It feels so good to see West Indies being 86 for 1, isn't it? It feels really good, and that is what is driving the enthusiasm. That is what is driving the anticipation this morning. Please slash a like on the video and click on that subscribe button. We have really have the Indian worry. The smile have wiped from their face long time ago. They know they're in a test match. As 𝚑𝚜𝚜𝚗𝚑 ball to Mackenzie again, and Mackenzie beat outside the ash stump. Or did he play at that? Did he play at it or did he not play at it? He seemed to hold the bat inside the line. But let's see what the slow motion replay will show. Let's see. Did he hold that bat inside the line? Oh, he pushed at it again. So that is what I'm saying. Mackenzie, that ball is bouncing over the stump. It's about 5th or 6th stump, and he's playing at it. He needs to learn to leave those balls alone. Yes, especially early in the morning, you have to leave those balls alone. Let's watch. He's an opening batsman, batted at number 3, 𝚑𝚜𝚜𝚗𝚑, over around the wicket, down the leg side. Mackenzie looking to turn the ball away, misses, and it goes through to the keeper, and there's no run. So 1 delivery remaining in the first over of the day's play. The 42nd of the West Indies innings, being bowled by 𝚑𝚜𝚜𝚗𝚑, the left-arm pacer from India. Probably 𝚑𝚑𝚜𝚗 seemed to be warming up, so 𝚑𝚑𝚗 will be coming from the next end as 𝚑𝚜𝚜𝚗𝚑 walks back to his mark slowly. Mackenzie seconds in his stance. He need to learn to leave those wide balls. 𝚑𝚜𝚜𝚗𝚑 is just about shirt out of his pants. He now moves in. He jogs up slow over the wicket, ball to Mackenzie, and Mackenzie drives magnificently straight back past the ball, like running very close to the boundary, but it pulled up maybe about 7 meters from the boundary. Kohli jogged after it. Kohli looking very fat, a lot of meat around his waist there, and they went for 3, and the score moves up to 89 for 1. Good looking shot there by Mackenzie in the air, but it hit straight back past the bowler. He didn't time it as well as he expected, and it went for, and they ran 3, 89 for 1 after the first over of the day's play. So West Indies off the mark for the day. Charlie X, good morning, Cricket Forum. Seems like Etty and Darren Sammy have been having conversation. Well, I expect them to be having conversation. Some rumors came out the other day that Russell tried to contact Darren Sammy, and Sammy didn't respond. I heard that rumor. I have no confirmation that it actually happened. So 𝚑𝚑𝚗𝚑 will start from the northern end. He will be bowling his 8th over the 2nd of the morning. So, but it seems like 𝚑𝚑𝚘𝚑 and Sammy is talking. That's what I heard about Russell. I heard that Russell tried to contact Darren Sammy, but the call has not been returned. Tony, how are you doing, my friend? I hope our bowlers see how Indian bowlers can bat and make runs. Yes, our bowlers are not bad with the bat either, apart from Roach and Warwick. And Roach tried to defend as much as he can. So Mackenzie, having gotten 3 of the last ball, is forming the strike so far this morning. 𝚑𝚑𝚗𝚑 over the wicket, ball to Mackenzie. That's a better leave. That's a better one. It's going to cross him. And here it is that Mackenzie, it is easier for Mackenzie to leave the right-arm fast bowler coming over the wicket to him, because he would have done that many, many times. But the left-arm slow medium bowler bowling over the wicket to him is a different proposition, because he would not have bat someone bowling on that side of the pitch to him very often, and the ball coming into him in the air and pitching and straightening. And so that is causing an issue for Mackenzie. As 𝚑𝚑𝚗𝚑 over the wicket, ball to Mackenzie again. On the middle stump, Mackenzie drives it down into the gap between mid-wicket and mid-on. Sharma runs to his left from mid-on and field, and there's no run, and the score remains 89 for 1. So as I was saying about Mackenzie, he's more accustomed to the right-hand fast bowler coming over the wicket to him. So he's better able to judge to judge the line and length there and judge what to leave from what to play. Clearly, the left arm pace are going over the wicket to him. It's a different proposition as Siraj passed the umpire, ball to Mackenzie, and Mackenzie drives, forced this one down the pitch. Siraj couldn't stop it in his follow through, but the field at mid-off field, and there's no run. So we're in the second over of the day's play. All 9 deliveries so far have been faced by Mackenzie. You can see how Mackenzie look much more confident against the right-hand fast bowler bowling over the wicket. Just look and you'll see and you'll understand what I'm saying, because this is what he used to. You know, this is what he used to. So Roach Sharma is very upset. He think that West Indies, that India should be just blowing away the West Indies. But it's not like that. He needs to take his arrogance, and I won't say where he should put it, but it is too much arrogance from this Indian team. Siraj over the wicket, ball to Mackenzie, and Mackenzie strokes the ball nicely down to mid-off. He looks solid here, and there is no run. You know, it's like they think that they should just roll over the West Indies. But this Indian team is full of hype, and they are not as good as people want them to believe. They got a pitch in Dominica. Yes, that was shipped from Nagpur, and they bowled on the West Indies, just like how they bowled on Australia on that same pitch for 77. But this is a different pitch. This is a much better pitch. And if our batsmen just settle down and bat properly, I certainly would love to see Atanas come ahead of Blackwood as Siraj makes his way in over the wicket. Ball to Mackenzie down the leg side, taken on the pad, and the keeper collect, and there's no run. He just pull the bat and the gloves out of the way and allow that to hit him on the tie pad. 𝚑𝚑𝚘𝚗 dive into his right, collect, and there is no run. So one delivery remained in the second over of the morning's play. Brathwaite just having a word with, no, he doesn't move. He just, I thought that they were going to have a word. But Mackenzie so far this morning, he hasn't looked that bad. You know, he has a challenge with the left arm pace bowler bowling over the wicket to him. But Siraj coming over the wicket to him as a right-hand pace bowler, he seems quite relaxed and more comfortable as he seconds as Siraj just about now passes the umpire and ball to Mackenzie, and Mackenzie defends the ball that was on mid on half stump, down back the half side of the pitch. And at the end of the second over of the morning's play, Mackenzie is on 17, Brathwaite on 37, West Indies 89 for 1 after 43 overs. See the right got any plans for Joshua Da Silva coming into the ODI squad? Now, I do not see Da Silva coming into the ODI squad, especially you have Pooran as a keeper there and you have Oak, the captain, as a Pooran. So it is very unlikely that Da Silva will come into the ODI squad. If they bring back Etty without recent performance to his name and a questionable discipline before Bravo, I would conclude that nobody cares about T&T. My position on 𝚑𝚑𝚘𝚗 is that 𝚑𝚑𝚘𝚗, with an average of 35, I think 𝚑𝚑𝚘𝚗 ODI average is 35.29. His strike rate in ODI is 106. After 47 matches, 106 strike rate, an average of 35.29, 5 centuries and 4 off centuries. 𝚑𝚑𝚘𝚗 is our number 1 ODI batsman. While I would not necessarily have 𝚑𝚑𝚘𝚗 in my T20 team because you'd have cut over the wicket, ball to Brathwaite, and Brathwaite defends down the offside of the pitch. The field had short extra of field and there's no run. So just to finish answering your question, Shell, your comment, just to react to your comment, I do not think that 𝚑𝚑𝚘𝚗, based on his performance, is a certainty in any West Indies T20 squad. But when it comes to ODI, 𝚑𝚑𝚘𝚗, based on performance, is our number 1 batsman. He, without doubt, is our number 1 batsman. You would have cut over the wicket, ball to Brathwaite. Brathwaite solid in defense, plays it to the man at short extra cover, and there is no run. Charlie X responding to good morning, Cricket Forum. We have a right to express ourselves, but we'll continue to rally around the West Indies. Indeed, that's what we do here, and you're at the ideal place to do that. Express yourself. Express your opinion. We love it. You do not have to agree with what we say, and we do not have to agree with what you say. As long as we're decent and respectful to each other, our opinion must be diverse. I do not want our opinions be always being the same. And Blackwood just clipped this one into the gap between mid-wicket and mid-on. short of the field are running in from mid-on, and they go through for a single, and West Indies now 90 for 1 in over number 44, being bowled by 𝚑𝚜𝚜𝚘𝚗𝚑. Brathwaite has pushed up to 38, Mackenzie's on 17. 𝚑𝚜𝚜𝚘𝚗 have so far gotten none for 16. He's in his 8th over. So India looking for the breakthrough, but West Indies off to a good look start this morning. Not much alarm except for 2 deliveries that Mackenzie pushed at, and now he's going to face again 𝚑𝚜𝚜𝚘𝚗, who's bowling left-arm medium pace over the wicket to the left-hander. So it's almost like a right-hand batsman batting, and the right-arm fast bowler is bowling over the wicket to him. So the left-arm medium pacer. So 2 slips go down as 𝚑𝚜𝚜𝚗𝚗 comes. Ball to Mackenzie, and Mackenzie drives down the ground. Pleasant looking shot. It will run very close to the boundary. In fact, it goes into the boundary now. That was, he driven that off the up. That was nowhere off volley. It was nowhere off volley. Good shot by Mackenzie. Wow, what a lovely shot. It was off the hop. It wasn't, look at it. It wasn't at off volley, and he drove through the line brilliantly. It passed the bowler in the air, but he has no chance. That was it. Hard. It passed him in the air. He didn't get a hand to it, but he made an effort. But Mackenzie driving off the hop, through mid-off, down to the boundary for 4. And I said, that's a good shot. No doubt about it. That's a courageous shot. That's a confident shot. I love that. I've now put in a man at short extra cover as 𝚑𝚜𝚜𝚗𝚗𝚗 ball to Mackenzie, and Mackenzie drives in the air. His favorite shot over the top. That's his favorite shot. It will run very close to the boundary, into the boundary now for 4. 4 more by Mackenzie. That's his favorite shot. That's the shot that he made a lot of runs off, and that is the shot that got him out most time. He has been dismissed a number of times off that shot, but it has also been very productive for him. When you come close to him, he drives in the air over the top, but you have seen him being dismissed playing that shot a number of times too. So he just have to know when to play. He moves on to 25. The score moves up to 98 for 1. Mackenzie's on 25. As 𝚑𝚜𝚜𝚗𝚗𝚗 will bowl to him now. You cannot go close to Mackenzie. He's over the wicket, ball to Mackenzie, and Mackenzie down, defends. He was going to launch himself into another drive, but he picked the slower delivery and he blocked it. At the end of the 44th over, Mackenzie's on 25. Brathwaite is on 38. The West Indies 98 for 1. John P. Nicol, how are you doing? Good morning. Okay, so the conversation between John P. Nicol and Sheldon Summit and Atina, I love it when you guys talk to each other. Top of the morning, hope we can bat out the day. True, Mr. Casanova, that's the hope. I hope we don't lose more than 3 or 4 wickets. 1 wicket a session. So Charlie X, Sherwin, Sheldon, John P. Nicol, lovely conversation. Keep it going. Can we finally move on from Brother Reefer as our test number 3? Charlie X, it looks that way. But as I said, that those shots, and the one that he hit for 6 yesterday, those are Mackenzie's favorite shots. And I know I'm repeating myself, but I don't want, if he should get out, God forbid, we hope that if he's getting out is after 100. God forbid, if he should get out playing that shot, we don't want anyone to say he should have put it away. We hope he doesn't. But that's his favorite shot. And as you see, he has scored 10 runs playing that lofted shot over mid-off so far. And so he has faced just 46 deliveries, and he has played the shot twice. That's his favorite shot. Supernova, Siraj to continue over the wicket. Given how well Atanase and Kirk have done, you think this will force more youth players into the West Indies team. It's very likely, as Siraj bowled to Brathwaite and Brathwaite defends. The hope is that these youth players makes runs and pushed out players who are not performing. Pushed out players like Blackwood. We hope, you see, the thing about it, pushed out player like Older. And if Chanderpaul continues to make 30s and not turning them into 50s, he needs to go too. Because Chanderpaul really need 100 to cement his place in this game. Although you can understand the opening partnership of 71. That is to his credit. So he has a credit in the bank there. As Siraj bowled to Brathwaite, Brathwaite leaves alone outside the off stump. It goes through to 𝚑𝚜𝚑𝚗𝚗, and there is no run. The score remains 98 for 1. Brathwaite is on 38. Mackenzie is on 25. This is good going from the West Indies so far. You know, so we're not only going to put youngsters in the side because they are young, but they need to make runs to push out people like Blackwood. They pushed out the openers if they are not making runs. They pushed out older. We hope we have seen the end of Chase, and we hope that Roach is coming to an end as McKinley Clark and Jordan and those guys. We expect them to step up their game and take over from these guys. As Siraj bowled to Brathwaite, who looks to turn that one into the onside, taken on the pad and the ball trickle out into the offside, and there is no run. So Siraj, so Brathwaite is just a minute. So Brathwaite is yet to get off the mark since morning. Actually take the outer portion of the pad, but it went all along the ground to the man at mid-off, and there is no run. Yes, it was indeed a beautiful shot. Mackenzie will make runs. We are all hoping that he will make some runs. We are all hoping that he will make some runs. Cricket Forum, our run rate is just above 2. Obviously, ideally, we'd like it to be above 3. What I'm saying, I am content with us making 220 runs today. That will be 300 at the close of the day's play. Siraj over the wicket, ball to Brathwaite, he turns it into the onside, beat the man at short mid-wicket, and they will go through for a single, and Brathwaite is off the mark this morning. He has now moved up to 39. West Indies 99 for 1. That sounds good, don't it? It sounds very good with West Indies at 99 for 1. We are in the 45th over of the day's play. With Brath of the innings. This is the 4th over of the day's play. Brathwaite is on 39. Mackenzie is with him, who is on 25. West Indies 99 for 1. The batsman out, 𝚋𝚛𝚒𝚘𝚗 for 35. Playing a loose shot when he was well set. And that is very frustrating. It is absolutely frustrating to see that Chanderpaul played such a loose shot when he was well set. Please remember, slash a like on the video and click on that subscribe button. And remember, please remember, support our official partner, OneWinBet. The links are in the video description. Click on it. Register today with OneWinBet. When you make your deposit, Siraj over the wicket, ball to Mackenzie, and Mackenzie turns this one nicely. Off is it, down to the man coming off the fine leg boundary, and they are through for a single. Mackenzie moves up to 26. Brathwaite is on 39, and that's the West Indies 100. 100 for 1. It sounds very, very good. Long may it continue. Mackenzie on 26. Brathwaite is on 39. West Indies 100 for 1. We are 1 delivery remaining in the 45th over. Brathwaite is back on strike as Siraj to bowl the final delivery of the 4th over of the morning's play. So let's watch as they make some adjustment in the field. Brathwaite not yet second, he's just adjusting the gloves as on his hand. So there's a 2-slip, a cover, a mid-off, a short mid-wicket, a forward square leg just beside the umpire to the left of the umpire, a mid-on, as we watch this adjustment being made in the field. But Siraj now moves in. He passes the umpire and ball to Brathwaite short, and Brathwaite tuck it off his hip. To the right of the umpire, the fielder was at the left, giving them an opportunity to go through for the single. 101 for 1 at the end of over number 45. Brathwaite on 40. With him, Kirk Mackenzie, the debutant on 26. West Indies 101 for 1. I think it's only a way we can last all day versus India. Do you have a problem with this approach versus the Indians? Now, we have some very free-scoring batsmen. Atanase is free-scoring. Kirk Mackenzie is free-scoring. Blackwood is free-scoring. However, if we make 250, 270 in the day's play, fine. But I will be satisfied with 220 in the day's play, especially if we do not lose more than 3 wickets. Lal Cricket Forum. Craig was on 36 yesterday. He had 3 runs for the day. Well, he has now had yes, I got you. Please support our Caribbean people in the FIFA Women's World Cup, Jamaica 80 and Panama. Well said, Atina. Over the wicket, ball to Brathwaite, and Brathwaite whip this. Past the man at mid-wicket. They run one. They will second one as the fielder run past the umpire, collect and send the return in, and they got a single, 102 for 1. So Brathwaite moves up to 41. Mackenzie's on 26. Atina, yes, we should support the women in the World Cup. You know, Jamaican team as a I'm telling you the truth. I want the Jamaica female team to do well. but I will not be following them. To me, they just have so many complaints, so many issues. You the cat, so many issues, so many complaints. They are too faker. So I want the team to do well. Will I actually watch the Jamaican female team play? I'm telling you, no. They have turned me off with all the antics and the excuse they have been keeping up. It turned me off. Over the wicket, ball to Mackenzie, short, rising delivery. Mackenzie leaves that well. He just rocked back and his hands down. He dropped his wrist, he rocked back and allowed it to pass. That's a good technique there. He played that well. Look at how he played that. He played it very well. Well played, Mackenzie. Well done. He played that very well. So I will not be watching. I will not be watching the team. I want the team to do well. I will follow the result, but I will not be watching the Jamaican female team. Furthermore, they are playing in yellow, and yellow is not my national color. My national color is gold. You the cut over the wicket, ball to Mackenzie, shot, and he pulls forward of square down to the boundary for 4. Mackenzie looks good. How could you be playing reefer over this guy? He probably hold the next delivery, but it's a roller class. It's a roller class between the two batsmen. They are a world apart. And he may be out the next delivery, but this is good batting. This is confident batting. He moves up to 30. The score now moves up to 106 for 1. That was short, and it pulled away disdainfully by Mackenzie. 106 for 1. You the cat now. Over the wicket, ball to Mackenzie, and Mackenzie defends. He's solid in behind that one, and there is no run. The score remained at 106. Mackenzie is looking very good here. Long may it continue. He's on 30. Brathwaite is on 41. We are in the 5th over of the day's play. This 46th over of the innings. 2 deliveries to come. Ashwin, the cameraman, spun to Ashwin, probably saying it is time for the spinners now. It is time for the spinners. Ashwin is having a very good look at the ball as the cat walks back to the top of his mark. He reaches there now, waiting on the ball to be thrown to him. Mackenzie circles over his back as the cat runs into him now, passes the umpire, ball to Mackenzie, and Mackenzie just opened the face of the bat and guided to the left of slip. It is running towards the third man boundary. Kohli gave chase. He picked it up 10 meters within the boundary, and they are back for 2. Mackenzie moves up to 32, 108 for 1. At the end of over, is the end of the over? 1 delivery to come in the over. Sorry, it's 1 delivery to come in the over. 32 for Mackenzie, 41 for Brathwaite, 108 for 1. We are in over number 46. The 5th of the morning, being bowled by the cat. So Mackenzie looking very good here. It's 2 slips, a cover, a short extra cover, or you could call it a short mid-off, standing very close to the pitch, just about where the umpire is as Mackenzie circles. The cat over the wicket to bowl to him, up to the wicket now and bowl to Mackenzie, and Mackenzie solid, that one very close, touching down on mid and half stump, and he just defends down to the man at a short mid wicket, and there's no run. That's the end of the over. 108 for 1. Mackenzie on 32, within Brathwaite on 41. West Indies replying to India, 438 out of 108 for 1. Do you guys remember Clive Lyde running between the wicket? We need a leader who will force his players to run singles. We are losing about 2 runs and over because of the lazy running. I'm Sherwin. Okay, Sherwin, we hear you, Sherwin. I don't necessarily agree with you that we are losing 2 runs and over, but I take the point that we need to run order between the wicket. Indeed, we need to run order between the wickets. I take the first point, but the second point, I don't necessarily agree that we are losing 2 runs and over. Yeah, that shot by Tage gave me nightmares last night. I guess you were thinking about it. He looked prime and pep for a big scores. Yes, man. It was a loose shot. It was not. Siraj will continue. So Charlie X-Talk, Tage and Brathwaite lost about 50 runs because they don't run singles. Okay, sure. Siraj over the wicket, ball to Brathwaite, and Brathwaite defense. Turn the ball to the man at short mid wicket, and there is no run. Okay, so you think they will make 250? Marisa Wilson, 250 will be good, especially if we only lose 2-3 wickets. It will be good. I would accept that. Supernova 22. A top side will have more demands. Making a World Cup as a small country is a huge achievement. So they will demand better. They will. I am not saying that the girls should not get good treatment, but trust me, Supernova 22, they lose it, man. They lost me. Trust me, they lost me. There were just so many things with them. And 𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑 over the wicket, ball to Brathwaite, and Brathwaite cuts this away. Backward of point. It's running out towards the boundary. The fielder giving chase, but it's into the boundary now for 4. Brathwaite moves to 45. So that was shot outside the ash stump by 𝚑𝚑𝚑, and Brathwaite cuts it away. Down, backward of point, down to the boundary for 4. Good shot by Brathwaite. And the score moves up now to 112 without for 1. I want to say 112 without loss. I still think Chanderpaul is batting. 112 without loss. Good shot there by Brathwaite. Look how he hit that ball at the top of the bounce. He waited and he waited and he hit it at top of the bounce and he did forward of point down to the boundary for 4. Good shot. That was a good shot by Brathwaite. The West Indies batsmen are looking good. Long may it continue. 𝚑𝚑𝚑 begins to move in now. He passes the umpire. Ball to Brathwaite and Brathwaite defends down to the man at mid-off and there is no run. The score remained at 112 for 1. Brathwaite and 45. Mackenzie's on 32. 𝚑𝚑𝚑 in 𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑 in its 10th over of the innings, yet to get a wicket. As replying to India, 438 all out. West Indies are looking good at 112 for 1. So this is 𝚑𝚑𝚑's 10th over, as I said, none for 20 so far. He turns now at the top of his mark. He's about to move in. He wipes his hand in his pants and gathers momentum now. Passes the umpire and ball to Brathwaite, and Brathwaite solid in defense again on the move there. You don't really like to see that. You don't really like to see the batsman on the move and playing that defensive strokes, but he was solid anyhow. And the score remained at 112 for 1. We're in over number 47, being bowled by Mohammad Siraj. None for 20 so far. 2 deliveries to come in this over. Brathwaite, the West Indies captain, is on 45. With him is the debutant Mackenzie on 32. And these two have looked very good so far. 𝚑𝚑𝚑 turns now, looks up and see the West Indies captain for ready and waiting for him. He passes the umpire just about now. Short delivery down the leg side. Brathwaite ducks and allows it to go through to the keeper 𝚎𝚙𝚑𝚗, and there is no run as he adjusted his shoes lace. He just took off his gloves and adjusted his shoes lace. Side will have more demand making I agree so, but we made it the last World Cup. This is the 2nd consecutive World Cup for the females. Shot kick in the 30s or Kirk in the 30s. Yes. I'm so far behind. Confident, Mr. Casanova. That's good going. I'm so the champion. How are you doing, the champion? Brethren, nice to see you, man. Nice to see you. As 𝚑𝚑𝚑 over the wicket, ball to Brathwaite, and Brathwaite strokes this to the man at cover, and there is no run. The end of the over. Brathwaite on 45, Mackenzie on 32. West Indies 112 for 1, replying to India 438 all out on the 3rd morning of the 2nd test, the 100th test between the 2 teams overall. Supernova, you're saying that if Reefer makes the next team, that's a Bajan bias. Add King to this test team. This test team will look good in batting. Agree? If we have King batting at, say, number 6 or probably number 5, King batting at 5 or 6. Because just like Glenn Campbell, I think this team short one proper batsman. I think the team short one proper batsman. I believe so. Please slash a like on the video and click on the subscribe button. And don't forget our official partner, OneWinBet. Their links are in the video description. Click on them, register with them, make a deposit, bet on the game, bet on another sporting event. When you make a deposit, you get a 500% credit bonus courtesy of the Cricket Forum. Just use the code TCF101 and you can bet on any sport anywhere in the world. The link are in the video description. Click on the link and register with OneWinBet today. We don't need Reefer, certainly we don't need. A pure batsman's perform better than an all-rounder at number 3 every time. I don't know. You know the thing that shocked me about Reefer batting at number 3? We have an A-team tour of Bangladesh, and Reefer wasn't batting at 3, but yet still he batted 3 for the test team. Mukesh Kumar over the round the wicket, ball to Mackenzie, and Mackenzie drives to the man at short, mid-off, and there is no run. So there's a change in the bowling. Yudakat is being replaced by Mukesh Kumar, who have gotten none for 10 so far. Form is 4.1 over. So let's look at the field. There are 2 slip, there's a cover, or you could say 2 slip, an extra cover, a mid-off, a short mid-off, very close to the pitch, as Kumar round the wicket, the right-arm medium fast bowler, round the wicket to bowl to Mackenzie. He moves in now, passes the umpire and ball to Mackenzie outside the arch stump, and he allows that one to go through. Wide. Well done, Mackenzie. I'm glad you didn't flash at that. So I love that from Mackenzie. So just looking at the field, there's 2 slips, an extra cover, just about where the 30-meter circle would have been, a mid-off, a short mid-off standing next to the pitch about 2 meters from the bowling crease going forward. Then there's a mid-on and a mid-wicket as Mukesh Kumar walks back to the top of his mark. He reaches there now. He got the ball from the fielder and he begins to move in now. He passes the umpire just about now and ball to Mackenzie, and Mackenzie look at this. Look at this. What is going on here now? Just as I was praising Mackenzie, that I'm glad that he did not flash at the delivery outside the arch stump. Very next delivery, he flashed at it. What's wrong with these West Indies batsmen? Second down, young man. Second down. Second down. 100 is there for the taking. You have enough shots. They will come close to you. And when they come close to you, you will have an opportunity to score runs. You will have an opportunity to score runs. As Mukesh Kumar over the wicket, round the wicket, ball to Mackenzie, and Mackenzie again played at a wide one outside the arch stump. And the field. Did they go through for a run? No, they did not go through for a run. Brathwaite needs to go down. He needs to go down and talk to Mackenzie and say, leave those balls, let they go through. The problem that is happening here, the issue that Mackenzie is having here, is that Mukesh Kumar is so slow that he thinks the shot is on. He thinks the shot is on. So Mukesh again, round the wicket to bowl to Mackenzie. That's one up to him, and he drives on the bounce to the man at short mid-off. Good point there, Charlie X. Good point there. So Sheldon Smith always have a Trinidadian twist to thing. I love him. I always said that I wish Sheldon was a Jamaican. I wonder what Lara tell those young batsmen. Tage came out and find some score and early double. Then Athanaze and now Kirk look fearless. Okay, Sheldon, thank you for your comment. I love Sheldon, God no. Mackenzie, seconds over his back as Kumar moves in. Ball to Mackenzie and he drives. Can't beat the man at mid-off and there's no run. The end of the over and the score remained 112 for 1 after 48 overs. Charlie X was making a point. Yes, Charlie X. This is what I love. I love things like these. Well done, Charlie X. These are the comments. I love comments like this. Looking at the tactics. There's an advertisement showing on Sportsmax with some West Indies cricketers. That's the advertisement that I hate the most in the world. These guys are not performing enough to be advertising. Who are they impressing? The one where Curtly and Bros came at the end and said, my turn, and they run away. They should be running away all through the advertisement. Please slash a like on the video and click on the subscribe button. And remember, our partner. Oh, Claude Murphy. Thank you, Claude Murphy. Sheldon, how about giving the young fellas credit? Well done, Supernova. Oh, good Supernova. I love this now. I love this. I enjoy this. Please, I thank you for being here and slash a like on the video. Siraj to continue. He's going to bowl his 4th over of the morning. As the West Indies have negotiated the first 37 minutes. Long may it continue. Very long may it continue. Brathwaite seconds over his bat. Siraj bowl to Brathwaite, who turns it to the man at short mid-wicket, and there is no run. I didn't like the head position for Brathwaite just there. It looks like he wasn't following the ball. You know, his head remained stiff, but still, but I just think that he didn't watch that ball closely enough. So I didn't like the eye position of Brathwaite just now. Let's hope he gets tighter. I wonder if the peanut man is still in the island. He needs to come out and tell them to stay. Runs will come. Yes, as Brathwaite second. That's true, Mr. Casanova. Brathwaite seconds as Mohamed Siraj moves into Brathwaite, and Brathwaite clipped this one off his pad to the man at short mid-wicket. It travels in the air a little, but it bumps well in front of him. He dives to his left and field, and there is no run. So that's run at short mid-wicket. I don't like that shot. Brathwaite probably needs to just defend that ball or hit it in the air. With the man at short mid-wicket right there, you must either you defend that ball or you hit it high in the air over his head. Don't try to keep it down. That's when you get in trouble. Either hit it high in the air over his head or you block it. You block it. As Siraj again moves in to Brathwaite short, he ducks through to the keeper and there is no run. The score remained at 112 for 1. Brathwaite is on 45. Mackenzie is on 32. I'm just sort of happy that Mackenzie is off strike for a little and Brathwaite is just consuming some balls, you know. And the thing about Mackenzie too, and I hope the West Indies persons are following these things, you know. Mackenzie tends to get out close to the break. When a break is approaching, somehow Mackenzie tends to get out close to that break. And I hope the West Indies people are following these things, and Brathwaite is going to guide him through this period. Siraj over the wicket, ball to Brathwaite, who defends down the onside of the pitch. The fielder at a wideish middle and runs to his left and field, and there is no run. The score remained 112 for 1. We are in over number 49. Brathwaite is on 45. With him, Mackenzie, the debutant, is on 32. Replying to India, 4:38 all out. We're in the first hour's play on the third morning of the second test, the 100 test overall between these two nations. West Indies continues to lead the head-to-head 30-23. As Siraj now, in that customary fashion of his, where he shuffles before he breaks into his run-up, passes the umpire, another bumper to Kirk Mackenzie, that to Mackenzie, to Brathwaite, who ducks and allows it to go through, and there is no run. One delivery remaining in the 49th. The score remained 112 for 1. West Indies trail by 326 runs as Jaiswal claps away at first slip. India realize now that they are in a match, and long may this continue. Long may this partnership continue. Siraj looks a very tired man. He looks frustrated. He arranged the hair on top of his forehead as he mops his brow with his hand and then wipes the sweat in his pants as he now gets ready. As Brathwaite seconds over his back. Sharma, agitated. Oh, look at Sharma belly. It is probably getting as big as mine. Did you see that belly? Did you see that Sharma belly a while ago? Just now. It's probably getting as big as mine. As Siraj now begins to move in. He passes the umpire just about now. Ball to Mackenzie outside. Not Mackenzie, Brathwaite, who opened the face of the bat and runs it down towards third man. The ball is going very, very close to the boundary. 99 gave chase. That looked like you the cat, and they are back for 3. Well run. So at the end of the 49th over, Brathwaite, it's a no ball, so it's not the end of the over. One more to the total, so 116. So Brathwaite is on 48, Mackenzie is on 32, and Mackenzie going to face the final delivery of the over. Just hope that he survived this delivery. So that was outside the half stump, and Brathwaite just onto it, hit it in the ground, open the face of the bat, and it runs away. So clear no ball by Siraj. It runs away very close to the third man boundary, just about 3 meters inside the third man boundary. And number 99, I think 99 is Ashwin, picks it up and send the return in. And during that time, the batsmen got the opportunity to go through for 3 runs. Mackenzie seconds over his bat. He's on 32. Siraj over the wicket, ball to him, and a solid defensive strokes, plays it to the man at short mid-off, and there is no run. The end of the 49th over, West Indies 116 for 1. Brathwaite on 48. With him, the debutant Mackenzie on 32. Replying to India, 438. Sherwin is saying, I agree. Brathwaite needs to talk to Mackenzie. Brathwaite is not a good leader. So there is Sherwin. And so I always love Sherwin putting forward his opinion. Sheldon, what happened, man? Sheldon, you're not saying anything. You're getting some flogging this morning. Supernova and Mr. Casanova and Sherwin flogging you and Atina. So you're not saying anything this morning, Sheldon. Lara can read them an essay, and if the batsmen don't execute, it matters not. Supernova continue to flog Sheldon. Sheldon, you have to come back, man. You just can't make them flog you, so Sheldon. I don't mind in cricket forums. Seeing more cricketers on young children TV can make them want to be like the past cricketers in the future. True. Mr. Forum, I wish I was in the studio to share it, that lovely connect. Oh, yes, Clan Murphy. Over the wicket come Mukesh Kumar, bowl to Brathwaite. That's one on mid and half stump on the defense. Just close the face a little and it runs to the man at mid on and there's no run. Yeah. Clan Murphy, you need to take some of this, you know. You really need some of this, Clan Murphy. I can't drink too much at one time, Clan Murphy. I have to just take a little at a time, just to keep the throat moist. I can't take too much, Clan Murphy. Can't take too much, just a little at a time. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Oh my God, Supernova. I take back whatever I said, but I'm not doing that. Ball to Brathwaite again. Similar shot. He plays it down to mid-on, and there is no run. So Mukesh Kumar just bowling that just about 133, 134, 132, thereabout. And he bowling a very good, decent line and length. And there is no run. So Brathwaite on 48. Mackenzie is with him on 32. 116 for 1 for the West Indies. That sounds so good. Okay, Mr. Casanova. Okay. Long may it continues. Long may it continues. Sharma face and belly huge, but watch him in the wickets. He runs as many singles as anyone. As Mukesh Kumar over the wicket again, ball to Brathwaite, and Brathwaite defends into the onside. And Mukesh Kumar is targeting the pad of Brathwaite. Because Brathwaite is playing around that pad. And I'd love to see Brathwaite probably just adjust his stance a little and allow him to access the ball some more. Because he's playing around the pad and Mukesh Kumar is targeting that pad. Look again, 3 delivers so far, dead and stump, aiming for the pad, and Brathwaite continues to play around the pad. So he has to concentrate. He just need Brathwaite need to access the ball some more. Just adjust his stance a little and access the ball some more. Maybe he's a right-hander, so maybe he needs to just open up his stance a little more, get that right foot across some more. Bowls again, the same thing again. Do you see what I'm talking? The same thing, the same shot. He continues to play around that pad. What he needs to do is to just open his stance a little so that the right foot goes across a little more and the left foot just slide back towards a leg stump a little more, and so he opens the stance a little and get a little more access to the ball. You understand what I'm saying? I hope you understand what I'm saying. This is cricket I'm talking, you know, serious cricket. So I hope you understand. But if you look at it, look, those 4 deliveries are targeting the pads of Brathwaite. So he needs to just make that adjustment. And that's what the good batsmen do. That's what the great batsmen do. Be able to make these little adjustments. As Kumar over the wicket comes in now, ball to Brathwaite again. And again, that one was straight, dead and middle and off stump. And Brathwaite defends down the offside of the pitch. This time he did better. He didn't play it around the pad this time. And it went down the offside of the pitch and field, and there is no run. So good bowling here from Mukesh Kumar. Good concentration from Brathwaite. But I would just love to see that adjustment. 1 delivery remaining in the over. Brathwaite remains on 48. Mackenzie on 32. As they're showing a few Indian supporters in the stands with a concerned look on their face. A little adjustment is being made in the field. Kumar tosses the ball from Antoine. Mukesh as he runs in now in this slow way of his past the umpire, ball to Brathwaite, who whipped this away into the onside, beat the man at short mid-wicket, and it runs out to about 25, just behind the 30-yard circle. The fielder at a wide mid-on gave chase, picked up, and they're through for a single. Brathwaite is on 49. End of over number 50. Applaud the West Indies for batting 50 overs and only losing 1 wicket. Well done, West Indies. Long may it continue. At the end of over number 50, the 9th for the morning, the West Indies 117 for 1, Mackenzie on 32, the batsman out Chanderpaul for 33, and with Mackenzie, the debutant, is a captain, 49, not out. Long may it continues. So you said something about Sharma has a beer belly. Mr. Casanova, Brathwaite playing around his pads like the Silver does. Steve Allen, welcome to the show. This is what I have been telling all my friends about. These young players cannot play badly. Don't dare recycle players. Yes, give the youngsters a chance. It's better them fail more than the recycle faders. I agree with that. There is rain in the eastern end of Trinidad. Hopes it does not come to the west. I want a century from one of these batsmen. Thank you, Claude Murphy. Thank you for that update. The rain was predicted for the first 2 days of this match, and it has not yet fallen, so hope that it stays away. As you look at the sky, Ashwin is now in the attack. He's going to bowl to Brathwaite, bowl to Brathwaite, and Brathwaite turns the ball to the man at short mid-wicket, and there's no run. So there's a slip, a forward shot, like a short mid-wicket. Those are the 3 fielders I can see so far. Brathwaite, Seckers, Ashwin, into Brathwaite, up to Brathwaite, again targeting the pad. Again, Brathwaite played around the pad. He got the outer portion of the bat and the ball goes into the offside. I'm a little concerned here from Brathwaite. Brathwaite needs to just, Seckers, he needs to allow the ball to come to him. He needs to make the adjustment, as I said, and allow the balls to come to him. I think he's played a little too early. Ashwin outside the off stump to Brathwaite, and he leaves alone, and it goes through. It goes through to be taken by the keeper. 117 for 1. Ashwin wheels away at the top of his mark. He comes in now in that fashion of his, up to the wicket and bowl to Brathwaite, and Brathwaite defends. That's a short delivery, and he just stands up and defends outside the off stump, and there is no run. So Ashwin could be the main threat to the West Indies batters today. He's replacing Siraj. He's up again. One slip on a forward shot leg goes down to Brathwaite, and Brathwaite drive on the bounce back to the bowler who didn't gather, and it goes to the man at mid-off. So there's a mid-off, and there's a cover, and there's a slip, and there's a forward short leg on a short mid-wicket as Brathwaite Seckers. Ashwin grips the ball. He comes in, bowl to Brathwaite, and the batsman defends long forward, and he plays it to the man at short mid-wicket, and there's no run. A maiden. So the first spin over of the morning was a maiden. So Brathwaite remained on 49, with him Kirk Mackenzie on 32. West Indies 117 for 1. Long may it continue. Long may it continue. So Supernova, the real test back on now in Ashwin. Yes, that is true. This is true now. This is where the real test is. And please remember to slash a like on the video and click on that subscribe button. Please slash a like on the video, please. And you need to get some of this. I'm telling you, you need to get some of this. It's real good stuff. Oh, thank you very much, Sonivia Dunkley. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It means a lot to me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That means a lot to me. I appreciate it very much, my dear. Looks like some Trinis are supporting India over the West Indies. It always happens in Trinidad and Guyana, I'm told. I'm always told that this happened in Trinidad and Guyana. So Mukishta continues. He'll be bowling now to Mackenzie. He's up to the wicket, round the wicket, bowl to Mackenzie. Mackenzie allows that one to go through outside the off stump, and there is no run. Did Ishan Kishan try to run him out there? Can someone give me an update on the Ashes, please? So England was looking very good, but there was a lot of rain this morning. Absolutely a lot of rain at Manchester this morning. So can someone give me an update? Just before I came on here, the groundsmen were out, the covers were off. So Please, someone, Supernova, Mr. Casanova, Sheldon, one of the legends, please give me an update on the match that is going on. Please, the Ashes. Have England won the match already? Kumish over the wicket, ball to round the wicket, sorry. So Mukesh is going round the wicket to Mackenzie. It was outside the half stump again, and he just shoulders arm and allows it to go through, and there is no run. Australia 152 for 4 after 54 overs. Thank you, Supernova 24. Still raining. So it's still raining. I'm hearing that. So what? Steve Allen is saying still raining, and Supernova is saying 150. Well, maybe they got in some play and it's raining again. Okay. But the West Indies here are 117 for 1. This is a good reply so far. This is a good start by the West Indies. A very good start. Long may it continue. There's still a long way to go, but thus far, it has been a good start by the West Indies. Okay, Supernova, got you. Oh, Charlie X, Lava Chain fighting hard. Okay, I think here, okay. As we watch now, round the wicket to Mackenzie on the half stump, he drives down to mid-off, and there is no run. So that was a pitched up delivery. Usually in the past, Mackenzie would have hit those balls in the air over the top, but he's curving his natural aggression. Maybe it was pitched up a little bit too full, and he was not able to get underneath the ball, so he decided that he will stroke it along the ground. If that is his decision making, well done, young man. Well done. As we watch, it's very hot. You can see the sweat on his shirt. Round the wicket to bowl to Mackenzie outside. There's somebody cuts and misses. He got the edge. Oh, he got the edge. And he's out. He's out. I have said it. I've said it that he needed to leave those deliveries alone. No. Right, Supernova. Oh, no. How many times have I said it that he needs to leave those deliveries alone? Oh, again. Again, tell me what's the problem. Tell me what happened again. Tell me what happened again. And I don't want anyone to say I am a goat mouth. I don't want anyone. We're approaching a drinks break. 6 minutes from the drinks break. And what happened? 6 minutes from the drinks break, and Sharma can laugh. I see the rain is coming down. And, you know, it is very frustrating. Absolutely frustrating to me. I said Mackenzie tends to get out very close to a break. And sometimes I wonder if these persons don't watch the cricket as much as I do. Because West Indies should be aware of this. And Brathwaite should be in his ears. Brathwaite should be in his ears. It looks like rain is coming. We are 6 minutes from a drink break. Don't get out. Don't get out. And he chased a wide one, which I've been praising. I praise him for leaving one. And as soon as I praise him for leaving, he started fishing at them. It was a good innings, but that's poor. That's a poor way to get out. That's a poor, and you know, oh boy. I am so disappointed. You see it, man. He got salt, and I have to be drinking more than I should be drinking. So 117 for 2. The rain is coming down. Please slash a like on the video and click on the subscribe button. So this is my ODI squad. That's not a bad position to be though, but Mackenzie really gave it away. You hear me? I was here begging the man to leave the balls outside, wide outside the house. I was begging him, absolutely begging him. And I don't like when I get these things right, you know. I do not like when I get these things right. Maybe it's because I follow the cricket so much I tend to get these things right. I tend to know what is happening. But isn't the hierarchy of the coaching setup and the captains and so on following these things? That they know that the young man is vulnerable when it comes close to a break, and the person who is batting with him needs to try their best and guide him through that process. Is this too hard to recognize? Is it? So that is my ODI squad. I hope the West Indies follow me and select this squad for their ODI squad. Thank you all for tuning in. May you all have a wonderful Saturday. It was a pleasure being here with you. Godspeed, one love, and take care. Please remember, slash a like on the video.